You are about to find out the key levels for the earnings which are releasing after hours today and pre-market tomorrow. So the names we're going to cover are Disney, Plug, The Trade Desk, and they're going to be the ones we're looking at for after hours today. And then we're also going to cover some stocks which are released pre-market tomorrow, which is going to be Alibaba and Ralph Lauren. So they're going to be the 5 stocks we're going to look at today. So again, you can always go to the timestamp to find the stock you want analyzed. Now, to start off over on Walt Disney, what are the key levels? So right now we're basically trading at fair value on this stock from a statistical standpoint. So really we could have a big reaction and then that's where we can take some opportunities. So as of right now, not near that key of a level. Our closest key support is going to be 83.35. If we break that, 79.60 and 76.40 as that next support. So they're the 3 supports we're paying attention to. Again, we never know which way the earnings are going to go, so all we can do is prepare. So we prepare for kind of 3 key levels on each side, and that should keep us prepared, ready for the open tomorrow. So those are the 3 key supports. From a resistance standpoint, we have $97 / kind of $97.50, both for our first deviations. And if we were able to break that and that psychological $100 level, we have 104, which is our second deviation on the 6 month. So quite a strong level. So those are going to be those key levels over on Disney. Now on to Plug Power, ticker Plug. Here again, we're still trading relatively near fair value, but we are slightly overbought. So if we're looking at resistances, we do have levels at 11.75 and 12.40. Again, we have hit these recently in this trading area here, so a bit less strength on these levels considering we've already hit these levels. But definitely opportunity if we don't see too much of a move of earnings and we kind of open up around these values, and definitely trading opportunities. Ideally though, if we do push to the upside, we could see a move to 14.50, which would be the nicer short bias opportunity. And if we had some sort of a mega move, 17.25. So again, all of these we would be short bias on, but my main focus where I would take actual size would be 14.50 or 17.25 as short bias plays. Again, if we're trading these 11.75s, 12.40, to me there will probably only be day trades. Now, if we end up selling off, we do have a level at $9. This isn't a level I tend to trade off. This is fair value, so we instead trade 2. So if we were short bias, that would be our target. Now, if we did sell off, though, harsh into these earnings, and the only support we have, or the closest support we have, is actually at $6.20, which will require quite a big sell-off because we need to break that recent low, come down all the way down to $6.20. So again, not saying that's all that likely that we come down to there, because from current price that would be a mega sell-off and would require a 40% decline in price. So probably won't hit that, but again, it's all about being prepared. If we do go to the downside, that's the only support I'm paying attention to, but again, will require quite a big move to take us into that support. So onto the Trade Desk company, that's ticker TTD. Now, what you can see actually intraday, we're actually sitting on a level at 82.10. This is our anchored VWAP from the 1st of June. So this is a quarterly anchored VWAP. So that's acting as our support for now. But coming into the actual release, we have 2 key supports we're paying attention to, which will be $70.20 and $61.20. Again, these are our first deviations between the 6 month and the 1 year. So both strong supports if we end up taking this earnings to the downside. On the other hand, if we take this earnings bullish and we push to the upside, we have resistances at $97, which is our second deviation from the 1 year and 6 month first deviation. So quite a strong resistance there. And that would be kind of my main focus. Obviously, if we did go a bit further, you got the psychological level at $100. But looking at their previous earnings, we don't tend to get a monster move. So again, I think these are kind of the realistic levels that we could be paying attention to coming into this earnings release. Now, moving on to the stocks which are releasing their earnings Thursday before the open. The first one we're looking at is this Alibaba. So what are the key levels on this? So resistances, we have $99.40 and $104.60. So that's a key set of resistances I'm paying attention to on Alibaba. If we had some sort of a mega move to the upside, we do have a level at 109.75, but I don't think we're all that likely to hit that level off this release. Now, on the other hand, if we end up selling off, we have 81.50, 78.50. Now, these are the ones we could be quite likely to hit if we sell off. If we get some sort of a monster move, though, again, then we have $70 as a further off support. Again, right now, Alibaba is also quite near to its fair value, so we're not overbought, we're not oversold, so we should react kind of as you would expect on an earnings release. Again, if they're beating expectations, they're rising guidance, you would expect this stock to increase in price. On the other hand, if they come in less than expectations, you're going to expect this stock to sell off, which is not what we've been seeing all this earnings season, and that's because a lot of stocks have been overbought or oversold. So when you came into the release, they didn't react as expected. Now, on to the last stock we are going to analyze today, and that is the Ralph Lauren Company. So, key levels into this, I thought we'd put it in here, but not a massive day trading stock, as we know. So really only we got one support, one resistance to be paying attention to. Support 116.50, resistance 138.50. Again, nothing crazy on here. If we make a move to either one of these, there is a bit of a trading opportunity. But that's if we move that far off. The earnings, again, is not a super volatile stock, as you probably would have known. You probably not really day traded the stock if you day trade. And as we can see from previous releases, again, the moves tend to fade quite quickly. And they don't tend to be monster moves. So again, if we push down to a level like 116.50 or up to a resistance of 138.50, I'll probably be looking to play against the trend. So again, looking to buy this level or short at that level. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, why don't you check out this video, because you'll probably enjoy that one too.